Oh hey, welcome back to Hard Struggle Homestead. We're out here again, me and Fluffy over there, trying to get another log milled up. Just me by myself, so I used the pickup, pulled it from the log pile behind me, and now we got it in the middle of the road, so I'm gonna get it over to the mill and start milling. So hope you enjoy. This will be fun. Alright, see if I can get it rolled over there. As you can tell, I put my wood pile in the way, but we might have to move it. But first, let's get this thing out of here. What do you think, Fluffy? Think we can do it by ourselves? Slightly problematic, but figure out a way to move it over. What do you think, Doug? Yeah, I don't know. We might have to move our wood pile, or put the winch on there and pull it. I don't know. Well, get something set up. Turn you guys back on after I figure it out. Alright, so here's what I've come up with. I'm going to winch attach to this, while at the same time, so apply a little pressure on the winch, same time pushing some pressure on this, and it hopefully straightens out. Here I was trying to save the grass by putting that 1x underneath there. Didn't really work out very well. If you look closely here, you'll see that I am out of winch line and I can't figure it out. And we're back in business. That was easy enough. Let's rearrange the car and get it up onto the mill. So after rearranging the car, I just put the 2 tree savers around it and started pulling directly up the line. It actually turned out really well until I realized that the log was too long and I would have to cut it. Yes, I know I shouldn't be stepping over the winch lines, but I did. Here you can see the chainsaw is really dull and almost out of battery. Alright, I had to break out the other chain, so here we go. Put the other chain's out of it. I have the ripping chain on this chain, so that's why it's not starting out so well, because it's trying to grab too much. I pulled it off of the chainsaw mill. I didn't measure the log whenever I cut it. I just went and
rough eyeballed it, which is why it's a little bit long here. I don't have a problem cutting this off just because it was going to need to be trimmed at some point anyway.
Okay, so maybe my chainsaw's a little dull. Maybe I should use this one more often. So much pain though. Alright. Wireless mode. Back on. Triangle of death. Approaching. There we go. Look at that. One person pulling 9-ish foot log. It was like 11. I cut off whatever that is. Up onto the sawmill by myself. No problem. You're not impressed, dog. I'm impressed. You don't like chew toys, but you'll just chew on pieces of wood? Is that where this goes? Is that how this goes, doggo? Right, what I think the plan for this thing is, cut that little knob up off at the end, then maybe flip it onto this side? I don't know. We'll just cut it and see what happens.
Looking at it at home, recording this, I probably should have cut that and left the divot in there and sold it off. It would make for a really cool epoxy table, but I didn't. And then flipping this thing over, I didn't realize that the burl on this side was going to hit the green support, which made for a fun adventure of trying to get this thing flipped completely the other direction without it falling off. This is only the second or third big log I've put on here, so I'm still trying to figure out the best way to make this thing work. I grabbed that cut off just to put on the other side, just in case it was falling. It fell off and then almost tipped it off on this side.
If you're wondering if you should take advice from me, don't recommend it. Big crack right here. So, not really sure what to do with it. I think I might just cut around it. Just cut down here-ish, maybe. I don't friggin' know. We're gonna waste a lot of wood. The crack's still there. Pretty green color though. Alright, we'll flip this thing up and then continue on our way.
Here I started using just by hands versus using the PV just because it seemed easier to me. It was easier to control than trying to use the PV, and the log really wasn't that heavy. As you can tell, finally starting to get squared off. I should probably save that piece and see what the burl looks like.
Now, could I use the tool that's sitting right next to me that's designed for this? Probably. I'll just consider it my gym workout.
Now that I have it mostly cut into a cant, I'm going to cut a 1x off the top of it, and I've been using those offcuts to make a box to put our packages in at the bottom, and using them as siding. It's not perfect, but it works.
I haven't been milling for a while, but I must say, this is the prettiest cant I've made in the last month. It's not like fine lumber, no. But getting everything squared up and everything, yeah. And this is all garbage here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I'll try to cut it out next.
The plan here was just to keep cutting down until I got the crack out of there. So I'm going to cut one that's about 2 inches, 2-3 inches thick, and then another 1x at the bottom of that.
Six and a half by 8.5. 6x8. I think we'll leave it as a 6x8. Maybe. I have an idea for what I can use it for. 6x8 by 8x8. Well, I think that's where we're going to end it for the day. We got that one log over here and milled down to a 6x8 beam. I might leave it that big, or I might cut it into something smaller, but before I cut it down anything smaller, I'll make sure I can actually use it. Well, thanks for watching, and if you enjoy our content, feel free to like and subscribe.